Dive into this video podcast and uncover an extraordinary tale from Diamonds in the Dark. The Untold Tales of Baseball's Broken Dreams. Volume 1, written by Weston Calloway. Each volume delivers 10 powerful stories of triumph and heartbreak, spotlighting baseball's legends and unsung heroes. Perfect for a single captivating sitting. Available now on Amazon.com.
Dock Ellis, the no-hitter that defied logic. On June 12, 1970, Dock Ellis achieved one of baseball's most infamous and surreal feats, pitching a no-hitter while under the influence of LSD. It was a day that defied explanation, blending the extraordinary and the absurd in a moment that would forever be etched in Major League Baseball history. The lead-up to this historic game was as chaotic as the event itself. Ellis, thinking he had the day off, took LSD the night before. When informed by a friend that he was scheduled to pitch, he scrambled to get to the stadium, his mind still clouded by the drug's effects. What followed was nothing short of unbelievable. Ellis described the catcher's glove as shifting in size, the baseball as morphing between a ping-pong ball and a beach ball, and the batters as faceless shapes. Yet somehow, he delivered a performance that mystified even his teammates, completing a no-hitter despite walking 8 batters and hitting another. The game had an otherworldly quality, with Ellis battling not only the opposing team but also his own distorted reality. To the crowd, it was an ordinary baseball game with an extraordinary outcome. For Ellis, it was an intense sensory experience, where time warped and focus became a monumental effort. His no-hitter was celebrated as a triumph of talent, but in hindsight, it became a symbol of the pressures and recklessness of professional sports during an era of countercultural experimentation. A rebel in the 1970s counterculture. Ellis's actions cannot be understood without examining the cultural backdrop of the 1970s, a time of rebellion, social change, and experimentation. As a black athlete in Major League Baseball, Ellis navigated not only the game but also the systemic racism entrenched in both sports and society. His outspokenness about racial inequality made him a controversial figure, but also a trailblazer. He challenged discriminatory practices, from segregated accommodations during spring training to the subtle biases in how black players were treated by teams and the media. Ellis's flamboyant personality mirrored the broader countercultural movements of the time. He wore hair curlers during pregame warm-ups, spoke openly about issues of race and substance use, and refused to conform to baseball's rigid traditions. For some, he was a hero who brought authenticity and rawness to a polished sport. For others, he represented the excess and unpredictability of a turbulent era. The 1970s were also marked by a growing conversation about the mental and physical toll on athletes. Ellis was unafraid to shed light on these pressures. In doing so, he humanized the profession, revealing the imperfections behind the diamond's shine. His willingness to be vulnerable about his struggles resonated with fans and critics alike, making him a complex figure in baseball lore. Struggles with substance abuse and redemption. Ellis's journey was not without its struggles. Behind the larger-than-life persona was a man grappling with addiction. Drugs and alcohol became a way for Ellis to cope with the intense pressure of professional sports. Over time, this reliance spiraled into a destructive cycle that affected his performance, relationships, and sense of self. The no-hitter, pitched under the influence, was both a triumph and a reflection of this darker reality. However, Ellis's story is also one of redemption. In the 1980s, after years of battling addiction, he sought help and began a new chapter in his life. Ellis became a drug counselor, using his own experiences to guide others out of their struggles. His work extended beyond athletes, reaching at-risk youth and individuals battling addiction. He turned his pain into a platform for positive change, becoming a symbol of resilience and hope. Ellis's candidness about his battles helped destigmatize addiction, particularly in the world of professional sports. His transformation highlighted the possibility of second chances, showing that even those who falter can find a way to rebuild and inspire others. Dock Ellis, imperfect and unforgettable. Ellis's legacy is a testament to the power of imperfection. He was not a cookie-cutter hero. His greatness came with flaws and contradictions. He made mistakes, but he owned them, and in doing so, he became a relatable figure for those who saw their own struggles mirrored in his. His story reminds us that heroism is not about living a perfect life, but about perseverance and the courage to confront one's demons. Ellis challenged the norms of a sport steeped in tradition, refusing to fit into the mold of what a professional athlete was expected to be. His defiance of convention and willingness to speak truth to power, whether addressing racism, addiction, or the pressures of fame, made him a trailblazer. He didn't just play baseball, he used the platform to advocate for change, both within the sport and beyond. A legacy that endures. Dock Ellis's life continues to inspire conversations about race, addiction, mental health, and the pressures of professional sports. His infamous LSD no-hitter is a captivating story, but it is just one chapter of a complex legacy. Ellis's openness about his struggles and his commitment to helping others have left an indelible mark. His life story transcends the game, offering lessons in resilience, accountability, and the enduring power of redemption. Dock Ellis remains a symbol of imperfection and authenticity, proving that greatness isn't about avoiding mistakes, but learning from them. His legacy serves as a reminder that heroes come in many forms, and that sometimes their flaws are what make them unforgettable.